Hello, 135 subscribers. Chillmonger, I felt it was a diplomatic duty to review this comic book, and I did not get the variant cover except to flex on you on the internet. Look at that. We got the We the North in the background, but except North is kind of crossed off because the Raptors trademarked it. Well, we get it. And Homeboy wasn't actually in the comic book over there. Walter Sasquatch dude. He's dead in Immortal Hulk, I believe. 3 stories in here. All 3 were fine stories. The first one was Jim Zub Max Dunbar, and it took Snowbird and it took Narya, it's the same person, and it took Talisman up into Nunavut, and we got closure on Snowbird's dad. It sounds like something that, man, probably should have been done a long time ago, considering these characters have been here for so long. So it was nice to see that for the characters who I don't love. I barely know these characters. Only time I've ever read them was in Amazing X-Men World War Wendigo. Is it upside down? It is. World War Wendigo. I was doing that a whole lot in my Champions review. I thought I should bring that over here for another Jim Zub book. The next comic was Jed McKay, and it was Jabril Morissette fan. Least favorite of the 3 stories. It had Puck telling a story to his woman whose name escapes me, but it was talking about how we accept you now. One of those feel-good stories. I learned that Cavendish is a place on PEI, and I closely relate both Cavendish and PEI to potatoes. So, Chillmonger learned something new. Kind of. I still gotta Wikipedia just to make that connection. I'm sure the guy who invented it is named after the company and lives in PEI, but I just gotta make that connection. Just like Bell, right? Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. We have a telephone carrier here in Canada what that's called Bell. And then the third story is my favorite of the 3, Ed Brisson's story. Who was his artist during that? I should know who that is because he did a good job with Gladiator and with what's her face. The third is in the top of the book. It would be Scott Hepburn. You did a good job, Scott Hepburn. Scott, you did know what to do. So I like the twist at the end where she was being watched by Gladiator the whole time. I don't like that they are pulling one over on her and she's living in a box under Canadian Department H surveillance. That's like, it happened in the first Captain America movie, and he kind of realized right away that this isn't right. So I expect her to do the same thing eventually if they had an ongoing series. But it did make use of the time that they did not have because this is, I guess it's an annual, right? Except that they don't have an ongoing. So they made use of time in a great way. So shout out to Ed Brisson. I almost forgot how good he was.
This right here, it just proves it.
I dropped off of X-Force because the art by Dylan Burnett wasn't for me, but the color artist is actually a good color artist in my opinion. But I dropped off of it because, and it was meaningless too, and it was directionless and did not feel consequential, and no other X-Men books were tied to it. Sort of like Alpha Flight. I guess they're all mutants, but nothing is really tied to it, right? I think they're all mutants at least. I know Chris Claremont started them. So that's why I dropped that, but Ed Brisson is doing his thing. He's got New Mutants with Jonathan Hickman. I'm going to check that out. I'm checking all the first issues of those out, and then we'll see which ones I actually consistently review. But, I mean, like, Jonathan Hickman's doing his thing over here with House of Powers of, even though I don't know where it's going. It's enjoyable. Well, you guys are watching my videos, so you all see the traffic that it's bringing to my channel. I'm making 100 views for I only have 135 subscribers. I'm getting 100 views. So yeah, the Jonathan Hickman stuff is what people are talking about and seeking videos on. So you should definitely, as a YouTuber, I probably should be reviewing every single one of the X-Men books, but especially Jonathan Hickman. I'm talking about Jonathan Hickman, but I should be talking about Alpha Flight. We the North, Canada forever, Canada forever, and bye.